They
giving me an up-close and personal view. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Joanne Powell Show. I am Joanne. We're coming to you from the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com Hollywood, and also a special welcome for those who are tuning in on the Go Harrison Show, on KPFK or utalk.us, and several other public radio affiliate stations across the country, and actually some places in Europe. So welcome to our show. We're talking politics and, of course, the President-elect Donald Trump and his transition team. They are busy filling new administration positions. Let's take a look and listen. President-elect Donald Trump's transition team has the makings of an episode of The Apprentice as he appoints members to his cabinet. Instead of his tagline, "You're fired," Trump is now coined a new phrase, "You're hired." Trump's transition team has been busy making appointments to his new administration. Here are some of his picks. Steve Bannon is Trump's pick for chief strategist. Bannon is a right-wing media executive and was the chair of Trump's presidential campaign. Many have denounced this appointment because of Bannon's ties to white supremacy groups. Reince Priebus is Trump's pick for White House Chief of Staff. Priebus is the chairman of the Republican National Committee and also a key player in Trump's campaign.
Reince is really a star, and he is the hardest working guy.
Trump's pick for National Security Advisor, retired Army Lieutenant General Michael Flynn. General Flynn is also a former director of the Defense Intelligence Agency. He is known for being outspoken on his views regarding the threat posed by Islamic militants. He was also a big Trump supporter during the campaign. Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions is Trump's pick for Attorney General. Sessions has a strong stance on strict immigration enforcement. He also is a proponent to reducing spending and has a tough stance on crime measures. In 1986, he was nominated for a federal judgeship, but was rejected because of his racially charged comments and actions. Mike Pompeo is Mr. Trump's pick for CIA director. Pompeo is a congressman from Kansas and a former Army officer. He is a member of the House Intelligence Committee and a sharp critic of Hillary Clinton and the 2012 attack on the American diplomatic compound in Benghazi. Dr. Ben Carson is Trump's pick for Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Dr. Carson is a retired neurosurgeon and a former presidential candidate. South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is Trump's pick for UN Ambassador. Governor Haley is the daughter of immigrants from India. During the campaign, she was a critic of Trump. Betsy DeVos is Trump's pick for Education Secretary. DeVos is a former chair of the Michigan Republican Party and an education activist. She is also a proponent of schools of choice and tuition vouchers. Billionaire businessman Wilbur Ross is Trump's pick for Commerce Secretary. Mr. Ross has been critical of U.S. trade agreements and supports imposing steep tariffs on China. Congressman Tom Price is Trump's pick for Health and Human Services. Price is a six-term Republican congressman from Georgia. He is a former orthopedic surgeon who has been critical of President Obama's health care plan. And for Transportation Secretary, Trump has selected Elaine Chao. Chao is a former labor secretary under President George W. Bush. She is married to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and is a fixture of the Republican establishment in Washington. Chao would have a key role in pushing through the big infrastructure projects being promoted by Trump. Her nomination makes her the first Asian American woman to serve in a presidential cabinet.
Has really helped me to become a more effective leader.
With time ticking between now and Inauguration Day, Trump and his transition team, they are sprinting to get things done, to make their appointments, at least as many of them as they can. Joining me now to talk a little bit more about some of Trump's his top picks is political analyst Bill Snyder. Welcome back to our show.
Thank you.
Yes, and you are visiting professor at UCLA and also a consultant. Not you. You're on Al Jazeera English.
Contributor, yes.
Yeah, a contributor. Yes, there we go. Let's talk about your thoughts about some of those top picks that we have with Donald Trump, and we can start with Steve Bannon. To start at the top.
That's meant to creep Democrats out. I mean, the minute Steve Bannon was appointed, Democrats said, "Oh my God, it's my worst nightmare." He has been the head of Breitbart, which is an organ that sees itself as representative of the alt-right, that is the far-right movement in politics. It has been known to publish articles that are racist, anti-Semitic, anti-immigrant, Islamophobic. He himself has made it his personal mission to take on the establishment in Washington and the Republican Party. He is a very controversial pick, and he is going to be the president's chief strategic political advisor in the White House.
Yeah, because you think you'd want someone that would be a little less controversial to do that. But the other part is he was loyal to him, and he's really into rewarding those who were loyal. He was a key component in his campaign and got him to win the presidency. So you have to kind of reward that kind of loyalty.
Interestingly, when he appointed Steve Bannon in the White House, he also appointed Reince Priebus, the chairman of the Republican Party, who is a charter member of the Republican establishment. He's been described, I've seen sources describing him as a vintage political nerd. He's a real political insider. So in a way, that was a balance between an insider and a total outsider.
Yeah. But I know when you talk about an outsider, but he's way outside the fringe of comfort for a lot of people like a lot of people that are looking at this appointment. What does this mean? What is the message that's being sent out there? Because a lot of people know that he's connected with white supremacist groups and organizations in terms of having a platform and kind of embracing the thought process there, which makes a lot of people very uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's very happy with the white nationalists who often contribute to Breitbart. That movement, he seems, I'm not sure if he's affiliated with it, but he's tolerant of it. Yeah. This is an appointment that's meant to freak Democrats out, and that's exactly what it's doing.
And it is the Democrats and independents and Green Party candidates. A lot of people, not just everybody.
And the center.
Yes.
Because he's way over to the right. I mean, he's much more to the right than most Republicans.
Even more, I think, than the Tea Party movement, kind of.
Yes, that's right. The Tea Party is a different kind of movement.
Yes.
That was orthodox, hardline conservatives. Trump is more of a populist conservative.
Yeah, let's take a look at, for National Security Advisor, we've got Michael Flynn, who is the pick, General Flynn.
Extreme Islamophobic.
Yeah.
He has been harshly critical of Islam. He sees the United States in a civilizational war with Islamic civilization and values and culture. He takes this argument further than most people, certainly most people in Washington, and certainly the most conservatives in Washington would take it. He sees Islam as the enemy.
And you have Jeff Sessions, who is his pick for Attorney General.
Jeff Sessions, of course, is a senator from Arizona. He's known in the Senate. To some extent, he's respected, I think, not by Democrats so much, but by his fellow Republicans. But he does have some racist incidents in his past, one of which led him to be rejected by the Republican Judiciary Committee in the Senate a long time ago when he was up for federal judgeship.
Yes. And that's the one thing a lot of people who are supporting him are saying he's changed. He's not that same person that was so many years ago. The same with Steve Bannon. They're saying, give him a chance, don't prejudge. But it's kind of hard to totally overlook all that.
No, you can't. You can't. Sessions doesn't talk about race as much as he used to, although he did oppose things like the renewal of the Voting Rights Act. Yeah. These days, most of his rhetoric is anti-immigrant, which of course is also Trump's rhetoric. They might refine that to say anti-illegal immigrant. But Sessions has been a very, very harsh critic of illegal immigration, and that's likely to be the key factor in his administration of the Justice Department.
Okay, we are going to continue the conversation. You're watching the Joanne Powell Show on the World Center of Broadcast Media. We'll be right back.
If you are an adult that began college and has not finished your college degree, let me put it to you straight. If your lifestyle and your standard of living is not becoming to you, then you should be coming to us, Oakwood University Elite Program. We are the fast, flexible adult degree completion program for the busy adult, like you.
Register today Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098. It's time to leap.
For years, people have trusted McKay's Family Mortuary. We're part of your community and we'll take care of the details. We offer a variety of memorial services, including sea scattering and cremation. According to the Federal Trade Commission, the average funeral cost is over $9,000. We have complete funeral chapel service starting at only $31.25, casket included. Direct cremation starting at only $9.95. Visit one of our 5 locations and meet our caring and diverse staff. McKay Family Mortuary. Let us be the shoulder to lean on.
Thanks to Oakwood University and the LEAP program, I have now a college degree. So to the Spanish-speaking members of this community who feel that the LEAP program is something you should consider, I would say, ánimo a la universidad. Considere el programa LEAP de Oakwood University.
Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.
Seize the Day Scuba for your best scuba experience above and below the sea. You'll find friendly staff, experienced PADI certified instructors, and state-of-the-art scuba equipment and gear. Join our dive club and we'll help you plan memorable scuba excursions. Immerse yourself. Seize the Day Scuba, serving Southern California. Call 949-220-0500 to create your scuba experience.
When I first started into the program, yes, I had doubts. I was really impressed with Oakwood University, with the faculty and the staff and the student body. It was a really good experience, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who was thinking about going back and finishing their degree.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.